Hey guys, hey. So this is going to be a very short impromptu video, okay? So recently I went to Jamaica, right? I went back home to Jamaica and I did a couple of videos there. One of the videos I did was my brother went up into the breadfruit tree and picked some breadfruit, and then I showed a video of me roasting the breadfruit, and some other videos I did where I took you guys on a little tour of a part of the plantation that we have there, and so on and so forth. But anyway, so I recently posted a video of my brother up in the breadfruit tree, right? And for those of you who don't know what a breadfruit is bread, B-R-E-A-D, breadfruit. It's pretty much the plant version of bread. It's nature's version of a bread, right? So I posted that video of my brother picking the breadfruit. You know, he climbed up in the tree and he was picking the fruit. And some of you guys wanted me to show you what the inside of the breadfruit looked like after I roasted it. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. So I have a breadfruit here in front of me. Let me show it to you guys. And it's already roasted. There it is. All right. So so anyway, I'm going to share my screen with you guys, then we'll get back to that. So let me share my screen here for a second. Here we go. Hopefully we can do this. Let me see here. Where is it? This is it, I believe. Okay, so this is the video I did. So pretty much I was showing you guys how I was roasting my breadfruit, okay? Here we go. Be able to keep this fire under control. But guys, I'm about to roast a breadfruit, okay? So I built myself a little fire here using nothing but wood and a match. Okay, so I'm about to put my breadfruit. There you go. There you go. And that's going to stay there and slowly roast. And I don't know, maybe I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like later, but maybe not. I don't know. My connection here is horrible. But so there you go. That is all right, let me skip forward here. Alrighty. Okay. The breadfruit is coming along. It's not done yet. It's not even halfway done, but it's coming along. It's coming along. All right. Maybe I'll see you guys later. All right. Shalom. Okay, so you guys, so pretty much what this is the traditional way of roasting breadfruit in the Caribbean. We just pretty much just build a fire outside in our backyard, and you can throw some wood on the fire or some charcoal or whatever. And now charcoal in Jamaica is made from wood, not the charcoal that you guys have here. We don't have that in Jamaica. Our charcoal is pretty much made from natural wood. Okay, so yeah, and so that's pretty much how we roast our breadfruit. We build a fire in the backyard, and we roast the breadfruit. And I'm gonna tell you guys how you can roast your breadfruit if you're in the United States and you don't have the ability to build a fire. Okay, and so this is the video. Here it is right here. Let's get to it. So my brother in the breadfruit tree. This is the video that I just recently uploaded where I was showing you guys my brother up in the breadfruit tree fetching the breadfruit. Now the breadfruit is all the way to the top. Can't really see it from here. All right, so you guys saw that video, so I'm not going to show it again. Let's get back to my screen here. Alrighty. So when I shared that video, a few people wanted to see what the breadfruit looked like after it was roasted. And so obviously I'm no longer in Jamaica. I'm back in the United States. And believe it or not, you can find breadfruit right here in the United States. You know, I'm surprised a lot of you guys don't find the stuff that I find. That's because you're not familiar with these things, and so you're not really looking for them. Okay. Yeah, I actually found this. If you live in big cities like New York, any big cities like New York, you can go to a Korean store, East Indian store, West Indian store, Caribbean, Jamaican, whatever store. You'll be surprised what you find in these stores: soursop, breadfruit, jackfruit, all type of Caribbean stuff you can find in there. Because a lot of these things you could find in Vietnam and back in the Middle East somewhere. These things grow over there too. So the East Indians sell these things as well, and the Korean, they sell these things. So yeah, these are tropical, plant foods. So anyway, if in case you're wondering where you can find these things, those are the places that you go. Big cities like New York City. I found this in the Bronx. Okay. If you live in the Bronx, if you live in Brooklyn, you can find this there as well. If you live in Queens, New York, you can find that there. If you live in Long Island, New York, you find that there. This is pretty much anywhere in Long Island, and any of these West Indian, Korean, Chinese, East Indian, West Indian, Jamaican, whatever, Caribbean markets, you will find these there. Okay. Now, let me say this. If you don't have the ability to build a fire in your backyard, okay, like I do. Now, I didn't film myself roasting my breadfruit today because there was no point. I already have a video on the channel. So what I did earlier was I built a fire in my backyard, throw some woods in there, and I roast it. All right. Now, if you don't have the ability to build a fire in your backyard, you can, if you have a stove that has the regular burners on your stove. You have those stove with a flat top. You might not want to roast your breadfruit on those. But if your stove has the traditional regular burners, you can just put this on top of your stove and roast it right there on top of your stove. Or if you have a grill in the backyard, you could put this on your grill, but just be careful, watch it, don't let it burn, okay? And just watch it on your stove too. Make sure you're not burning it. All right. Put it on maybe medium heat or something, and just make sure you pay attention to it. Just don't walk away and leave it, and make sure the kids are not around. Okay. So yeah, so you can roast this on top of your stove top if you have burners, regular burners on your stove. So now I'm going to peel my breadfruit. I'm going to show you guys how I peel my breadfruit. Now, when you roast your breadfruit, right, the skin looks like charcoal. You see that? Looks like charcoal. And so I'm going to attempt to peel my breadfruit. Okay, so you just need a knife. All right. It's going to be a little hard, the skin, because it's roasted. So you just use a knife and you're going to peel the breadfruit. Make sure you put down some paper towel so you don't have breadfruit peelings all over the place and ashes and charcoal, all over the floor and your countertop. All right. So I'm peeling my breadfruit. So you just take your knife and you peel it just like you're peeling a potato. All right. Make sure you allow your breadfruit to cool down before you start peeling it, because it's going to be hot after you roast it. Okay. So as you can see what it looks like already. All right. So breadfruit is the plant version of bread. Now, I don't eat this regularly because this is very starchy. Okay. Just like bread, very starchy. If you are diabetic, you might want to stay away from breadfruit. And if you're not trying to be diabetic, you might want to stay away from breadfruit, which is why I don't eat this regularly. I don't. I probably eat breadfruit maybe once a year. I kid you not. And if I wasn't trying to show you guys how I do this, I probably wouldn't even buy another breadfruit, because I already had some in Jamaica when I was there a couple of months ago. So I'm just showing you guys how I do this. So this is the plant version of bread. Kid you not. So if you want to have a piece of bread, you can have this, but don't have too much of it. Don't. All right, so as you guys can see, my breadfruit is still a little hot because I literally just took it off of the fire about 20 minutes ago, but it's still a little hot. All right, so I have a little piece of paper towel there I'm using to hold it. All right, so I just finished peeling the skin off of it. Make sure your hands are clean. All right, so here's a breadfruit. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it in half. You hold it up, right? Okay, so I'm cutting it in half so you guys can see what the inside look like, because you guys said you want to see what it looks like on the inside. So I just cut it in half, and this is what breadfruit look like on the inside. Okay, that's it. All right, there you go. That's it. Okay, so what we usually do, we usually remove this little dark piece right here. Use a knife. You can use your knife and pretty much just slice it out right there. See? There you go. Just cut it out, right? So, and now, traditionally what we do is we can either eat it just like this, right? We make little slices of our breadfruit like that, right? Just I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm just slicing it down the middle, making slices of it. See? Hope you guys can see that, what I'm doing. So here we go. Just slice it. Now, we like to fry, some people like to fry the breadfruit. Like you put a little bit of olive oil or some coconut oil in your little fry pan, and you just drop a piece of your breadfruit in there and let it brown a little bit, you know, and you could sprinkle some pink Himalayan salt on top of that and have it as a snack, right? Or you don't have to fry it at all. You can just eat this with your whatever. If you're a vegetarian and you have your vegetarian dish, you can add this to your vegetarian dish. Just, you know, I like to have this with ackee or callaloo. Okay, for those of you guys who know what callaloo is, I like to have this with some callaloo or ackee. Okay, so again, this is what we do. We just slice it down the middle, right? You have a nice slice right there. And a lot of us like to put a little bit of olive oil in the pot, and we just drop this in there and brown it on both sides, on both sides of it. So you fry them and you just have them as a snack. A lot of people like to eat breadfruit with meat, chicken, beef, whatever. I don't. Y'all know I don't really mess with meat. And it's just not good to mix starchy food and meat together. So I don't eat my breadfruit with any meat. I have it with my veggies, my callaloo, or if sometimes I'm having some ackee and saltfish. I'll, yeah, breadfruit and ackee. That is a traditional dish for us in Jamaica. Breadfruit and ackee. Okay. So there it is. So that's what the inside of it looked like. So breadfruit, what is the difference between breadfruit and bread, like man-made bread? The difference is that this is a plant food, right? So the body process plant food different than it processed food. You know what I mean? Regular bread is a processed food. Bread that is made by man, that's processed food. The body does not digest processed food the same way as it digests plant foods. So that's the difference, is that the body digests it differently. This might go through your body a little bit different, a little bit faster, but it's still a lot of starch. Okay, so you want to be mindful just not something you want to indulge in every day. I don't. Okay. So sometimes I like to freeze this. If I have one of these in my home and I know I'm not going to eat all of it, I just slice them up just like this, and I put them in my freezer, and I have it later on. All right. But yeah, so that's pretty much what the breadfruit looked like. You can sprinkle some pink Himalayan salt on this. So this is it right here. This is all of it. I just slice them up, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this right now. I might give this to somebody. But oh, my husband can eat this, some of it. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's how we do our breadfruit. I hope this is it's a simple little meal. You can have that with some veggies, or some people like to have this with fish, like fried fish or steamed fish or roasted fish, whatever, it's up to you. But try it. If you ever come across breadfruit, if you guys don't know what breadfruit look like, let me see if I could find, let me share my screen again. Let me see if I could show you guys what it looks like. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Let's see what, there we go. So this is, that's it. That's a breadfruit. That's what it looks like. All right. Let's see if we can find another one. There we go. So this is pretty much what it looks like after you fried it, right? Somebody fried it up and sprinkled a little bit of salt on there. That's it. That's pretty much traditionally how we do our breadfruit. We just fry it and sprinkle a little bit of pink salt, and that's a nice little snack right there. All right. This is a very popular fruit in Jamaica. It's tons and tons of, we have a lot of this in our property. Yeah, well, nope, that's not breadfruit. Yeah, that's it. Yep, this is all breadfruit. And so yeah, we have a lot of this on our property, and so that's it. All right. Let's get back to my screen. Whoops, there we go. All right, so that's it, guys. That is it. All right, so get yourself a breadfruit. Let me see, let me know how it turns out for you. Comment on this video. Let me know if you roast it. Oh, by the way, you don't necessarily have to roast your breadfruit. Some of us really don't roast our breadfruit. We peel it and boil it. You can boil it. You can boil it as well. All right. So you don't necessarily have to roast it. You can boil it as well. When you boil it, though, you can't really fry it. So when you want to fry it, you have to roast it. Okay. Yeah. So let me know if you ever come across a breadfruit and you happen to roast it and try it out. Let me know what you think. Okay. Let me know if you like it. Roasted, fry, sprinkle a little bit of Himalayan salt, snack. There you go. All right. Don't eat too much of it, and don't give too much of it to the children. Too much starch is no good. Okay. Love you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Let's see. How do I get back to my screen? Okay, here we go. See you guys later. Shalom. Give me a thumb up. Share this video, okay? Bye.